Hey, it's Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. And do you love gifts? Who doesn't like things that are free? Hey, all this week, I'm giving away free access to a replay of the Masterclass that I hosted this past Saturday. Over 700 people attended, and it was on how to detox your body so you can heal yourself, lose weight fast, get your energy back fast, possibly even reduce a medication or 2 or 3. We discussed how you can clean out your liver, your kidneys, your intestines, and even your nervous system so you activate your body's ability to heal by itself. What's included in this? A workbook ebook for free. 3 weeks of Cliff Notes, every single thing I've talked about on written format about how to detox your body, and access to the Masterclass. Guys, this event is only available for the remainder of this week, and you just need to text the word replay with your name and email right now to 704-906-2094. Once again, that's the word replay with your name and email to 704-906-2094.
Hi, my name is Gary Greenfield with Greenfield Water Solutions, and I want to introduce you to our newest product, the MR500. It's a whole house structured water filter system. It's set up in an all stainless steel multi-round filter housing. It features inlet and outlet for the water, a bleeder valve for when you're changing out the filters to reduce pressure, and to remove the top for access to the filters. We simply open up the clamp, remove the top, and this plate here holds all the filters in place. Simple to remove. It comes out, and you can see what we have on the inside here. It's 5 Aquamedics filters and a vortexing tube and a harmonizer. That's the whole system. This is designed to filter 5 gallons per minute, and all of the contaminants that it does remove are listed on the website, which is a very broad array of contaminants. These are the highest rated filters that I know of on the market that are filter cartridges. They can be changed out yearly, and of course the process is very simple. You won't have to hire a plumber to do a change out, and the filters are available from Greenfield Water Solutions. And if you want to know more about this, you can read about it on the product page or give us a call. Thanks for watching. That's it for now from Greenfield Water Solutions.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. My name is Dr. Ernst, and today is Cliff Notes to Detoxification. Think of it as your study guide. Those of you who are watching our live streams, you can see we are doing a study guide to self-healing through detoxification. Today's episode wraps up a 3-week series that I've been doing on how to detox your body for self-healing. And today was incredible. We had one of the largest masterclasses in the history of our practice of the WBT events that I host. Over 700 people joined us online this morning to learn how to heal themselves with detoxification. It was epic. And if you're somebody who missed this, I would highly recommend you take a moment, download our free Detox Your Body. Let's Talk About Detoxification ebook, a simple guide to true detoxification for self-healing. The book is yours free. And a replay today. Today's Saturday, guys. I'm going to keep the replay open and live until Monday. So you have the rest of today and all of tomorrow to rewatch this masterclass. It was recorded. It is exceptional. It's worth thousands of dollars because I took the participants through A, how to identify your toxins, B, how to know how to get rid of those toxins, C, how to turn on the other two huge components for self-healing, cleaning out the toxins found in your gut and cleaning out the toxins found in your nervous system. And when you do all three, liver, kidney, gut, and nerve system, I know liver and kidney, you guys are probably going, Dr. Ernst, that's 4. But livers and kidneys are working together. You learned this last week to get rid of water and fat-soluble toxins. So the liver will tag them as water-soluble. Kidneys take it. Fat-soluble intestines take it. So we have to clean the kidneys. We have to clean the liver. We have to clean the intestines. And most importantly, we have to clean your nervous system because when you do that, your body will heal itself. Guaranteed. So that's the problem today. We live in a medicalized, toxicologicalized, pharmacologicalized healthcare system where they say, no, what you need to do is actually take more toxins, swallow these pills on a daily basis. Let us cut you open and gut you out. And somehow you're going to get well. So my philosophy, as you guys all know, is your body has the capacity. Whoa, look at that. Someone is calling my clinic while we're on the show. There we go. You have the capacity to heal by yourself. And it's not that you necessarily need to freak out because today I'm going to rehash on the radio show the entire event in audio format and video for those of you on our live stream cameras. I got to point at multiple cameras now. YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. Okay, so like you guys can get awesome access to this information. And we're going to walk you through how to heal yourself. So take a moment and text your name, your email, and the word replay. Guys, the key for today, the key is replay. Replay. I want the study guide. I want the cliff notes, but I want the replay. We're going to send you the ebook. All of everything you need is in here. We're going to send you the replay. And today is the cliff notes. For those of you who are like, 3 weeks, Dr. Ernst, I got to listen to 3 hours of your shows. Nope. You can get it all done today in about 45 minutes. And we're going to break down and hash out how we actually are going to go about solving this thing called you must start detoxing. We're briefly going to go into the last week's show again on how you've got to engage phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. We're going to discuss this concept of, again, how to properly detox. We're going to talk about carnivore diet. We're going to talk about the keto diet. We're going to talk about the intermittent fasting, non-diet, but diet pattern, how you should be eating this way. Therefore, we're going to review the best diets for detox. Oh, and by the way, we're going to talk about how you clean out your water with the various systems, how you can actually test your water, both city and wells. And we're going to show you how in Charlotte we are drinking disease. So look at all the chemicals found. Those of you who are watching our live streams, chlorites and chromiums and fluorides and strontiums and thalliums and all this stuff, right? So look at this thing, bromofluorochlorophane and haloacetic acids. And we talked about this about 3 weeks ago. Hexavalent chromium is visible at like 3.3 times the amount. So we are living in a toxic world. And if you go to your medical provider and ask them to help you to heal, the conundrum is they give you more toxins. So here we have a report from the Environmental Working Group showing that our water has 12 known contaminants that exceed the Environmental Working Group's suggested amounts. Like, you don't want to go above and beyond what a governmental third-party system says. Hey, guys, There are no necessary safe amounts for these 12 chemicals. And there were other contaminants, 22 contaminants found in Charlotte drinking water. And that's what we're going to talk about today. How you're being exposed to toxins. How do you identify your toxins? And how do you get rid of them? And if you do that, self-healing comes on its way. So again, as we sort of segue and begin our show, if you need guidance, text the word replay with your name and email to 704-906-2094. The ebook is yours 1,000% free. Yeah, I said 1,000% because I'm literally giving it to you for free. The Masterclass, which was this morning, replay is yours for free. And you have the opportunity to ask any question you want during the live stream. We are live, guys, just so you know. Like some people think, oh, there's nobody going to comment on those things and it's just going to happen at 6 o'clock in the evening. Nope. I have an entire team monitoring and watching this. I can only answer the questions during the Q&A, which is commercial break. But we're here and we're here to help. So if you have a question, use the social streams. Head on over to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook's the big one, guys, because the live comments pop up on my camera and we can see them. The channel's Ask Dr. Ernst, AskDrErnst. We're broadcasting on News Talk 1110 WBT and 99.3 FM. And here is our show. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Water. It is by far one of the most toxic sources of things you're being exposed to. And the problem with water today is most of us are not properly filtering the water we're exposed to. And we're exposed to water, obviously, in two main ways. One, we bathe in it. And that's the one you didn't think I was going to say, right? You're probably thinking, oh, it's the drinking water. Guess what, Dr. Ernst? I have this filter and that filter, and I buy bottled water, and I'm good to go. It's good for what you're swallowing, but what about what you're bathing in? Okay, many of you pour gallons upon gallons upon gallons of water over your body when you shower. So you're pouring chemical toxins over your skin. And some of you take baths in gallons upon gallons upon gallons of water. And thank God we have clean water. But that's your definition of clean, which might be different than mine. To me, clean water is not just something you can see through and it doesn't smell like waste. Clean water means there's nothing in it but water. At least that's my definition. Sorry, just banged the microphone. So what is in our water? Well, the Environmental Working Group is a third-party company that has done water testing across the entire United States. And they have tested every major zip code, and they have a national database. Guys, this is brilliant. It's ewg.org, tap water database. I'm showing on our screen a live shot of the Charlotte Drinking Water Quality Report, which shows 22 total contaminants right there, and 12 that exceed the EWG health guidelines. And so you're going to see it says legal limits for these contaminants in tap water has not been established because nobody really knows what to do with that. And the water provided was in compliance with the federal health-based drinking water standards. So what it means is the water passed all the tests that we here do in the city. The city said our water is safe. The feds say the water is safe. And the EWG says the water is poisonous. And here's some of just the contaminants. Okay, so a contamination is not necessarily a toxicity. Will there be chlorites? Yes, because we use chlorine to clean out the water. So a chlorite is a leftover chlorine molecule. And there was roughly about 14 parts per billion. And as long as you don't go over 50, you're good. So they're claiming, like, we have chlorites, but it's not a big deal. Was there some chromium, a heavy metal / nutrient that you actually need? Yes, there's trace amounts of chromium. You're not supposed to go over 100 parts per billion. We're at 0.03. You can see this stuff on the screen, right? Fluoride, magnesium, monobromonic acid. Bromine is also used to kill bacteria and viruses and stuff in the water. So yes, we have some bromine leftovers. Now the PFOSs, these are kind of like, okay, the perfluorooctanosulfonates. Did we have some in our water? Yes. Okay, trace amounts, 0.11 part per trillion. So again, it's there. The PPEAs, perfluorooctanoic acids. Yes, strontium, thallium, vanadium. Thallium is an earth element. Vanadium is an earth element. Strontium is an element. So it's okay to have some minerals in your water. Now, the big boys that we would go, holy smokeolas, we're going to die. All right? Bromochloromethanes, 230 times. Bromoforms, 7.2 times. And then when I say X, I mean the allowable limits based upon the environmental working group. Chloroform, 57 times. Hexavalent chromium. We're going to pause there for a second and just remind you of a movie that was quite famous back in the 90s, early 2000s called Erin Brockovich, where the whole thing was about how hexavalent chromium was causing cancer, and this massive lawsuit was done, and Erin Brockovich was the investigative lawyer, etc. Now she's famous. She goes all over the world, U.S., pointing out problems. She actually spoke about how dangerous the Charlotte toxic water is. If you want to check it out, just go to YouTube, type in Erin Brockovich Charlotte drinking water, and have fun with that one. We have 3.3 times the environmental working group's allowable limit. There were 0.066 parts per billion, so that's 3.3, guys. And look at the rest of them: the dibromoacetic acids, the dibromochloromethanes, the dichloroacetics. All that is just because we use chlorine to clean our water. And they're saying that the chloromethanes, the dibromos, meaning 2 bromines and 1 chlorine in a methane group, are at 106 times the allowable limit. That's kind of bad because they can cause cancer. Then we have the dichloroacetics. Then we have the haloacetics, the HAA5s. Those are very dangerous. They cause cancer. Again, what am I doing, guys? If you're listening to our airways, I'm reading a report that is public information. You could download it right now. Go to ewg.org, type in tap water database, type in your zip code, and boom, your water report pulls up. So I did Charlotte proper, downtown Charlotte, because we all live in Charlotte, most of us, or surrounding cities. And I was just like, I wonder how bad our water is. Now look at this. This is where it gets really dangerous. Haloacetic acids, HAA9s. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. They, like hexavalent chromium, have severe warnings against things like cancer, reproductive and developmental effects. How about this? Listen to this. They can cause liver and kidney damage. The HAA9s, specifically the trichloroacetics, can accumulate in the liver and the kidneys because they're toxic, and over time they can cause damage to them. We know they cause neurological effects. So we can see things like headaches and dizziness and cognitive impairment. We know it can affect your respiration. It can cause asthma and breathing conditions. We know it can actually wreck your immune system. Some studies suggest that the HAA9s can actually decrease your response to infections. So, it's kind of like, hey, we have this massive problem where our water that we bathe in and that we work with and that we use for day-to-day functionality is technically dangerous. And it's disease causing. So we have to address this somehow, which I'm going to tell you how to do in a second. Now watch this. The PFOAs. These things have been all over the news lately. You probably saw how Johnson & Johnson and the Equate brands of Walmart and major carrier Band-Aids got slapped for having PFOAs in them, which are fluorooctanoic acids. These are very dangerous because they cause cancer. Well, guess what, guys? You might be like, yes, we boycotted Johnson & Johnson. Yes, we're no longer shopping at Walmart and buying the Equate brand Band-Aids. We're safe, no PFOAs. They're found in your water at 17 times the allowable limits. And get this, guys, they're in your contact lenses, which is why you may notice, oh, Dr. Aaron, why aren't you wearing your contacts anymore? Because they have PFOAs in them. So I'm trying to find a PFOA-free contact lens provider. Found one, waiting for them to come in, and maybe we'll do a show about that. Then you have the trihalomethanes. Like, look how bad these guys are. 338 times the allowable limits. If you're watching on our live streams, you can see it broadcasted on your screen. So we have trichloroacetics. We have all this stuff. So what we have to do, guys, is we've got to start testing our water. So look, if you're in the greater Charlotte area and you are on a city system, download our ebook. I have the links for you to an exceptional company called Greenfield Water. You saw the commercials during the intro, right? I let a little intro commercial go with Gary Greenfield and Greenfield Water. They have by far the best water testing that I've ever seen on the planet Earth, and they have systems. So if you are on a city system, like 99% of us, you would purchase this test, and boom, you can click on it on his website, greenfieldwater.com, and you can go and get a test to find out how bad is your water specifically. The EWG database is a little old. It was done in the year 2020, so it's about 4 years outdated, and you'd really want to get a new one. Now, what if you're like, oh man, I must be good to go because I live in the middle of nowhere, country Charlotte, if there is such a place, and I'm on a well. Well, guess what? Your well could just be as dangerous, usually with things like arsenic and lead and other heavy metals. So go get your tests. Now, what happens if they come back and it's positive? I'm telling you guys, Greenfield Water, and those of you who are watching our screens, you can see their information, right? Call today, 208-462-0626. Ask for Zach or Gary, because when I work with these guys, like I don't get paid to make this announcement. I just simply promote people who do great things. And the Greenfield Water team does great stuff, guys. Look at all these different systems they have for removing all of this crud. And they even have like eco-pure electrolyzed carbon bone char fibers to remove PFOAs and HAA9s and all that crap. Now, why is it important that you do this for your whole house and not just for your drinking water or your bathing water as a standalone? Oh, Dr. Ernst, that must be good. I got a Brita and I'm good. Or I got a Berkey, man. I spent $400 on a Berkey. Like it's from California. It's Berkey, right? It's like the best thing you can get. It is, but it's only for drinking water. So while you're drinking clean water, you're bathing in disease. So you need to get a Berkey for your house. And that's what these things are. And they're not super expensive, right? So $2,300, $3,400. I know you might be saying like, oh my God, did he just say $3,400? It's your health, it's cancer, and you don't want it. So you can clean the water out very easily, guys. So is water a major source of the stuff? Yes, we can talk about the air we breathe, and yes, we can talk about the food you eat, but in my opinion, man, water is the problem. A, most of us are dehydrated. B, when we want to rehydrate, we're drinking disease. We're drinking cancer-causing death water. So how do we clean out our water? You go and download the ebook. The links are available for you to connect with Greenfield Water. It shows you in the ebook the filtering systems. It even has an entire chapter, if you will, on getting the air cleaned out and your water cleaned out. See all this right here? I got free advice on cleaning out water. And then as you turn to page 20, there's an entire section on Greenfield Water, what they do, how they do it, all the systems that we recommend and you should get. It's so much awesome stuff. Like you can't miss out on this. Okay, so there is a ton of stuff available for you. Now, we got to shift gears because, my goodness, it's already 18 minutes into this show and we only have so much time left. Best diets for detoxification. Remember, this is Cliff Notes, guys. Clean out your water, get your water tested, and get a system that can fix this. So when we talk about the diets that enhance detoxification, again, where are they? They're in the ebook. Everything you need is in this book. And everything you need is on the replay that I'm hoping to God that you take action for. Let's set a world record. Like I want 500 texts today. Last week, we got about 250 texts. I mean, it was great. Thank God. My team was like, my thumbs hurt, Dr. Ernst. There's so many people texting. Let's try to break the bank. 500 call texts. Your name, your email, the word replay. And guess what it gets you? Boom, it gets you the ebook for free. Boom, it gets you the replay for free. Boom, you even get the video recording of today for free. And we just need name, phone, and email. That easy. 704-906-2094 is the number. Again, 704-906-2094. Yes, you need to take action. The only payment I'm asking you guys do, literally giving you thousands of dollars worth of information, is to pay with the energy of your body picking up your phone and texting your name and your phone and your email. And hey, like, okay, guys, like 3 of you just texted in replay and you just hit send, okay? You're going to get a message that says, thanks, but we need your name and your email. So like name, Bob Smith. Email, bobsmith@bobsmith.com. Nope, don't hit send yet. Replay. Get it? Replay is the key. Our system scans the text and looks for the codes. If it finds the codes and it sees your name and email, a text will go out about 4 o'clock today with everything you need. Okay, the diets for detox. Here we go. Is intermittent fasting a diet? A lot of you think it is, and I don't want to like burst a bubble, but it's not a diet. Okay, you could be eating McDonald's, KFC, and Wendy's and still intermittent fast. You just don't eat them for breakfast and you eat them for lunch and dinner. So it's not a diet. It is a diet pattern, however. So you'll see on the infographic, it says, sometimes recommended by nutritional experts. Well, it's gaining traction today as being a method of detoxification. And hopefully it makes sense. If you stop eating for a period of time, your body is going to say, oh, for the love of God, thank you. You've stopped putting poison, diseased water, and poison, all the non-clean foods you eat, into me. And your body's like, thank you. We can do this now. Give me 16 hours and I can really work magic. And that's what a lot of people do. They fast for 16 hours, then they eat for 16 hours. Nope, sorry. They fast for 16 hours, then they eat for 8 hours, right? Because there's only so many hours in a day. So you take 24 hours, you divide it by 3, you get 8. So you have an 8-hour block to sleep. Obviously, you're not eating when you're sleeping. Although, you know what? You really should not. And there's a lot of people who say to me like, I woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning and I was super hungry, Dr. Ernst, so I had to eat to go back to sleep. No, you don't. No one's holding a gun to your head saying, eat or you can't sleep. Okay, so if you're waking up in the middle of the night hungry, something's wrong. You're not supposed to do that. You don't understand, Dr. Ernst. I got to get up to go to the bathroom. Like I can't even hold my urine all night. Something's wrong. It's not supposed to be like that. No, well, Dr. Ernst, I'm 76 years old and I'm a male with a large prostate. Something's wrong. You're not supposed to have a large prostate. See where I'm going with this? Okay, so can you intermittently fast to help you start boosting your detox? Yes, because when you give your body rest, it loves you. It's going to say, thank you so much. Like, thank you. You finally stopped eating. And now we can do some work. So intermittent fasting is that classic, let's not eat a meal and give the body rest. And it allows you to digest and heal and all this kind of stuff. Intermittent fasting gives your body the ability to shift into what's called a state of repair. Okay, so you activate processes like autophagy, cellular regeneration, stem cell activation. So you actually physically will heal when you don't eat. Think about it like this. If I'm a deer running through the forest and I trip and I fall down some cliff and I break my foreleg. By the way, they do have 4 legs, but like their hind legs are the back side and 4 legs are the front side. So I break my left foreleg. Left front foot leg. And there's no doctors for deers. It's not like they push the panic button on their necklace and say, hey, help, I can't get up. I need help. Okay. And they don't have texting to like text a friend or call a friend or phone a friend. They can sit there and make noises. But what they'll do, just so you know, innately is they'll burrow down into the ground and they'll cover themselves with leaves and all this kind of stuff, so that no other carnivorous animals find them. And they heal by just waiting it out. So they'll fast for an extended period of time, sometimes 5, 6, 7, 8 days. And the leg will get a little bit better and they'll start limping around and then they'll start eating, but they literally fast to heal. So what if we as animals learn from our neighboring animal friends and just did it that way? So that's why intermittent fasting works. What about this thing called keto diet? Can that thing help? And yes, and we're going to go deeper into keto diet and carnivore diet and all this stuff on detoxification when we come back from this commercial break. So what I want you to do is buckle in, right? We've only just really gotten started, but I have an entire 25-minute segment when we come back from the commercial break. Take a moment right now, text your name, your email, and the word replay to 704-906-2094. The ebook is yours free. The masterclass is yours free. Everything is free, and it's just 704-906-2094. Hey, it's the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. We got a small commercial break, and then we come back with 25 minutes of heat on how to heal yourself through detoxification. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be right back after this commercial break.
What if we told you that the health benefits of coffee could actually be increased through conscious roasting, sourcing, and processing? Introducing Purity, a health-conscious coffee company. At Purity, we've brought together a world-class team to analyze every step in the production chain from cherry to cup. We make decisions with only one thing in mind. How can we make the healthiest coffee in the world? Here's our 3-step process. Step 1. We search the world for the highest quality organic green beans that meet our exacting standards. Way less than 1% of coffee worldwide fit our sourcing criteria. Step 2. We test, and test again to create a specific roasting protocol for each harvest that maximizes healthy compounds and minimizes toxins. Step 3. We nitrogen pack our coffee within 48 hours of roasting and deliver to your door every 2 weeks to ensure maximum freshness. The result is the ultimate coffee drinking experience. You'll not only taste the difference in our clean, healthy coffee, with Purity, you'll feel the difference.
Our coffee club members report a bright, alert lift with less jitters than regular coffee and much more gentle on the stomach.
Sign up for Purity today, and you'll never have to worry about your source for healthy coffee again.
In our wines. Generally, calories in wine can vary, from around 95 to over 200, depending on the alcohol and sugar content of the wine. Now, unfortunately, since there are no nutritional labels required on wine bottles, it can actually be very hard to tell the true calorie content of your glass. Since our wines have less than 12.5% alcohol by volume, each glass of our pure natural wine has roughly 95 to 135 calories.
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celient Sleep Recovery. Our Celient Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celient technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celient infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celient. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that prove the many positive effects Celient has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celient Sleep Recovery products today. Celient. Recycle your body's energy.
Happy Saturday. You're listening to the Dr. Ernst Show, the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. My name is Dr. Ernst, and we are broadcasting live, News Talk 1110 WBT, 99.3 FM. Hey, we're even on streaming channels, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc., with the following topic: the Ask Dr. Ernst Cliff Notes to Detoxification, a complete study guide, if you will, to self-healing, self-regeneration, self-repair, making stem cells, making your body regenerate, healing yourself. And since the top of the hour, I have been giving away for free my newest ebook, Let's Talk About Detoxification, a guide to true detox for self-healing. And I say true because so many of you are using things like the 7-day juice cleanses and the Walmart bottom shelf 5-day detoxes and the Whole Foods juice packs or whatever. Dr. Ernst, I did a detox. I went to Clean Juice and I drank nothing but beet juice for 5 straight days. Not a detox, my friend. That was a juice fast. Has nothing to do with detoxing. No, but you don't understand. The person behind the counter said it'll clean out my kidneys and my heart and my lungs and my brain. They don't understand detox. Juices cannot clean your body out. Only your body can do it. Well, Dr. Ernst, I feel so good. I lost 5 pounds. Well, it's an indication you've been eating like crap before you did this. Because you shouldn't lose weight when juice fasting. So, I know, right? Ruffling feathers. That's what we love to do on this show. We ruffle feathers. And you have feathers, just so you know. They're just hidden. And if you let them out, let's ruffle them. Okay, so we're talking about Cliff Notes to Detoxification. It's a study guide. I know you guys can see the screens. And look, I apologize. We have this new laser display. And apparently my camera is so sensitive, it can actually see the lasers as it's broadcasting. I don't see them with my naked eye, but apparently you can see those lines going woo. But you get the idea. Okay, so here, watch. Ready? We've got to talk about, where do our toxins come from? How does our body get so toxic in the first place if we're this self-healing individual? And if God gave us this whole awesome system called detoxification, where we can actually physically see phase 1 in the liver, phase 2, and how you get rid of toxins and how it goes into your intestines and you get rid of all these nutrients and you can get rid of waste. How the heck is this happening? How do we detox properly? Well, we first have to recognize you're toxic just because you're alive, okay? Best free test for toxicity. Here you go, because some of you over the break were asking questions like, how do I test my toxicity? How do I find out how many toxins I have? Okay, look, there's hair, blood, urine, saliva testing. We do this. Watch the Masterclass from today. I'm going to show you guys all the tests. I don't have time to go through the tests on this short Cliff Notes show. It took me almost 2 hours to do the Masterclass, so it's free. All you have to do is text the word replay with your name and email to 704-906-2094. We set a goal today of 500 texts. We're at about 110, so thank God. You guys are doing pretty good, but we're way off track. We need 400-ish texts to hit our goal for today. 400 people. And I know I can see the numbers, guys. There's thousands of you listening. So it just need 400 of you to pick up your phone and text the word replay with your name and email. Now listen, I'm going to very briefly say this because 25 of you just texted replay send, replay send, replay send. We are live human beings. I'm standing in our studio and we're not like a robot who goes replay. Here you go. Here's all your info. We need to enter your information into a database so you can get into the masterclass. It's not available to everyone. It's available only by invite. It's exclusive. You have to be in the club. And to get in the club, you text the word replay with your name and email to 704-906-2094. Thank you. I see the text coming in. Thank you. Yes. So 704-906-2094. So can we detox by changing our diet? Okay. Right now today, what's very popular is the carnivore diet. And there's for good reason. Okay. You can actually clean out your body if you go carnivore, but I'm throwing a word of caution. This is not for everyone. Not that it's not for the faint of heart, but some people's blood types won't physically allow them to just survive off red meats alone. And the infographic is not doing justice because there should be fish and eggs on here as well. So do we see some chicken? Yes. Do we see some meats? And yes. And hey, how many of you have had heart for breakfast? You can eat beef heart. Okay. It's safe as long as it's a grass-fed beef, and you can eat their livers too. Just, I think it's really cool. The liver's it looks the best to me. It's shiny. It's clean. It's not full of a lot of fat. And none of you have problems eating the ground beef, which is right there. Sorry, it's upside down from what I see on the screens. And the steaks, you have no problems. And even the T-bones, you have no problems. But as soon as I plop a heart on a plate and say, hey, let's saute this, it's like, oh, are you serious? I mean, it's no different. The muscle tissue of the biceps muscle in a cow or the buttock, I don't know if you know this or not. Some of you are eating shanks and flanks, which are the butts of cows. You're okay to eat butt muscle, but you have a problem eating heart muscle? I don't know. It's just me. Maybe it's just me. The liver's technically a muscle as well. It has tissue that you can consume. And some of you are like, there's no way I can survive just on carnivore. Okay, well, that alone should tell you maybe you shouldn't do it. Unlike me, who has razor sharp teeth that are serrated like a Tyrannosaurus Rex because I'm an O negative, I thrive in an environment that's mostly meat with a side of meat and some toppings of meat. Okay, so carnivore is a way to boost it. Let's talk one that you could probably handle, which is the keto diet. Does keto dieting help to enhance detoxification? Yes. It is known exclusively for being a high-fat, low-carb, moderate protein diet that has been proven in research to reduce inflammation and help to get you to decrease your carbohydrate loads and activate a response of healing because you get into what's called ketosis. Now, I want to be kind of clear on something. Just because you eat a keto diet doesn't mean you're in ketosis. The word ketosis is to have your metabolism shift and say, hey, I burn ketones for energy and I burn fat for energy more than I burn carbs. So if you notice, you're mostly eating fat. It's a 70 to 80% diet of healthy fats. And I say healthy because your definition of health and mine are probably a little different. Some of you will say, oh, well, vegetable oils must be on this list. No. What about corn oils and sunflower oils and safflower oils? No. It's plant oils, guys, not seed oils. Okay? There's this meme that was floating around on Facebook, and I tagged it on our page, and I said, if you've got love handles, right? I can't get my camera this low, but let's pretend you got love handles. They're not love handles. They're seed oil handles. Your body takes seed oils, canola, cottonseed, corn, Wesson, all these seed oils, soybean, sunflower seed oils, and it will throw it into the fat cells because it's toxic. And your body will say, no, thank you. So you pile up with all this fat around your abdomen, and you're like, I'm just Mr. Lovable or Mrs. Lovable because I've got lots of love handles. So what does the keto diet do? It burns all the love handles off. It's been shown to be a very awesome diet for weight loss. But because you limit your sugars and you focus on eating clean proteins and clean fats, it has been shown to enhance detoxification. So what do we not eat when we're on this diet? Well, there's no fruit. Wait, what? I can't even have an apple? Nope. What about grapes? Still a fruit. What about cucumbers? Well, technically a fruit, but we're okay with it because it's a vegetable in some people's minds. What about tomatoes? Well, again, technically a fruit. Some of you will say it's a vegetable. What about potatoes? No. Beer? No. Rice? No. Bread? No. Sugar? No. Oh my God, what do I eat? Well, you eat vegetables, you eat proteins, and you eat fats, nuts and seeds, avocados, coconut oils, canola. No canola oils, right? We do things like coconut and avocado oils and ghee and butter and all that good stuff, So what can you eat when you're doing a keto diet? Anything except for fruit, potatoes, beer, rice, bread, and sugar. And it's that simple. Could you now intermittently fast and be a carnivore? Yes. Could you intermittently fast and be on keto? Yes. Why would you want to do this? Because intermittent fasting as a system of eating is proven to upregulate your detox pathways and, watch this, get you into a level of cellular regeneration. There is a shift. Your body shifts into ketosis. No matter if you're eating keto or not, it physically shifts into ketosis. And what you do is your body goes around and it eats disease. So if you have a bad shoulder and you get into ketosis, the natural killer cells, the T cells, all the immune cells will go around and they say, hey, look at that shoulder all busted up and gross looking. Let's go in and clean it up. And it will only do it if you're in ketosis, which is why most of you are not healing on a daily basis. And so this is what we want to encourage you to do. Learn how to get into ketosis. Learn how to clean out your kidneys and your liver and your gut. And most importantly, learn how to clean out your nervous system because it is the master system of them all. How do I do that, Dr. Ernst? Great question. Number one, text the word replay with your name and email right now to 704-906-2094. The Let's Talk About Detoxification, a guide to true detoxification for self-healing ebook is yours for free. And then you get the replay of the event I did today, and you get some cliff notes and all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm giving you everything. I'm giving you all of my notes that I use for the show, guys, like 46 pages of notes, and it's all free. Okay, so now the fun part, I think, the one we did last week, right? How to detox properly. How to recognize it is a science, but it's actually been proven that if you were to upregulate phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification, I just lost half you, didn't I? Dr. Ernst, we're just, stretching out here, man. Our brains hurt. Like you're saying we got to do it ourselves. Yes. There's not just a pill I could take to detox. No. Well, I don't understand. When I was at the vitamin shop, the nice guy behind the counter who had like dreadlocks and was wearing hippie clothes said, detox is easy. Just take this 7-day pack. He's a salesman. His job is to sell supplements. Hey, look, if you go to a surgeon, they're going to recommend surgery. If you go to a podiatrist, they're going to recommend podiatry. If you go to a Pilates studio, they're going to want you to sign up for Pilates. If you go to a car dealer, they're going to want you to buy a car. If you go to a vitamin shop, they're going to want to sell you vitamins. It's not detoxification. But wait a minute. Don't we need nutrients to detox? We do. We only need the following: B2, 3, 6, and 12, folic acid, glutathione, flavonoids, which you get through your food, methionine, cysteine, magnesium, glutathione, vitamin B5, vitamin B12, vitamin C, glycine, taurine, glutamine, folic acid, and choline. So if you know the secret, which I'm letting out of the bag, you can go get a well-rounded nutritional support for detoxification. And guess which diet has all these nutrients inherently built into it? A carnivore keto intermittent fast. Oh my God, I just let the secret out. It's called ketovore, where you eat ketotically, doing mostly clean proteins and healthy fats, bringing your carbs to as close to zero as humanly possible, and you let your body heal. Ding, 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 ding. Now, could we learn more about the enzymes involved? This was last week's shows, guys, and I thought last week's show, in my opinion, was the best. And we got really good responses. We got over 100 texts. And right now we're at 256 texts. Good, but 500 is our goal. And we have exactly about 10 minutes to go. So we got to get 200 texts in 10 minutes. So how do we do this, okay? 704-906-2094. I'm just going to say this for the next 15 minutes. I'm just kidding. 704-906-2094. Use that number and text your name, your email, and the word replay right now. And guess what you get? You get everything. You get all my notes. If you want to read them, literally all of them, free. You get my ebook, free. You get Masterclass access between today and tomorrow, free. And if you want to learn about the testing and how things work, free. Okay, so what is phase 1 detoxification? Guys, I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes on this because it's so vitally important that you understand that God made your liver as the greatest filter you have. In fact, you can't live without your liver. In fact, your liver is so important. If you cut out 3/4 of it, guess what happens? It'll grow right back because you can't live without your liver. Notice how there's live in the liver. It's like you need to live, So you are and you need to live. Liver. You guys get it? You can't live without your liver. Can you live without a kidney? Yes. Can you live without your colon? Yes. Can you live without a lung? Yes. Can you live without an eyeball? Yes. Can you live without an ear? Yes. Can you live without teeth? Yes. You guys see where I'm going with this? Can you live without hair? Yes. Can you live without skin? No. Okay, but watch. You can't live without your liver. If they took your liver out and they didn't put anything in its place, sayonara in seconds. Blood flows through your liver every 6 minutes. Like your entire volume of blood goes through this thing every 6 minutes. Should be a clean filter, in my opinion. So when all these people say like, Dr. Ernst, I need to clean out my liver. Can you tell me how to do it? Uprate your phase 1, phase 2 detoxification. Your body will take care of itself. I don't understand what you just said. Phase what? What the heck? All right, ready? There's 2 phases to detoxification. Phase 1 is when an enzyme in your liver called cytochrome P450 either oxidizes, reduces, hydrolyzes, hydrogenates, or dehalogenates a toxin. That alone is an entire show. So just know this. A toxin, defined as whatever you want, PFOA, hexavalent chromium, glyphosate, mercury, whatever, will be recognized by the enzyme cytochrome P450. And the enzyme will either attach an oxygen unit to it, oxidized, will remove an oxygen unit, reduced, will add water to it and break it apart, hydrolysis, will add water directly to it, hydration, or will take a halogen group off, dehalogenation. The enzyme does that for you. Some of you don't have really good working cytochrome P450 enzymes. So we need to upregulate the enzymes. How do we do that? Specifically with vitamin B2, 3, 6, and 12, and folic acid and glutathione and flavonoids, which you find in your foods, mostly things like berries and colorful foods, high in flavonoids. Okay, once that happens, the toxin that we just defined as being mercury or lead or glyphosate or a PFOA or a PFOA or a HHA9, I said that twice, didn't I? HAA9 or whatever, like whatever the toxin is, your liver's going to say, cytochrome P450, do something to it to make it water soluble. Then phase 2 comes around and says, I got your back. Now, there are a lot of enzymes involved in phase 2. And some of them have names that are really hard to pronounce, but I'm going to do my best. Introducing, drum roll please, glutathione S transferase. See how here it says conjugation to glutathione. Glutathione S transferase is an enzyme that takes the toxin and attaches glutathione to it. And it's how we get rid of the toxin. It'll either go into your urine, your bile, or your stool. So out she goes. Then you have what's called the glucosulfonyltransferase, or the UGTs. And you can see right here it says glucuronidation and sulfonation. So the UDP, glucosulfonyltransferase, the UGT, will do that for you. And it gets rid of toxins and gets them out of you. The sulfotransferases, pronounced in an acronym SULT, will take a sulfur group and sulfonate the toxin to get it out of your body. The N-acetyltransferases will acetylate the toxin and get it out of you. So there's a lot. Remember, phase 1 is easy, cytochrome P450. So if you're taking a test and somebody comes up to you and says, I'll give you $100 if you tell me what enzyme is involved in phase 1 detoxification, you can go, ooh, I know this. It's cytochrome P450. But if they come to you and say, hey, list all the enzymes involved in phase 2, it would be like, here's $1,000 if you can give me all of those, because there's a lot. Okay, so there's NAT, N-acetyltransferase. There's SULT, the sulfotransferases. There's the UGTs, the glucosulfonyltransferases. And there's the GSTs, the glutathione S transferases. I literally would probably say, if you knew that off the back of your head, when somebody comes up to you on the street, like jaywalking, hey, so tonight on Jay Leno, I know he's not on anymore, shows my age, and Jay Leno's like, hey, bud, I'll give you $1,000 if you can tell me exactly what enzymes are involved in phase 2 detoxification. If you sat there and you're like, oh, yeah, got it. SGT, UDP, SULT, NAT, he would probably, his jaw would drop and he would go, what are you, a doctor? And you go, no, I'm a highly educated individual who listens to the Ask Dr. Ernst show and I learned how to heal myself. Yay! But maybe that's just me. So if you want to learn more about this and literally heal yourself, and I'm talking like make fat fly off. I had a patient yesterday. Ready for this? 22 pounds down in 5 weeks by detoxing. I've had other people say like I had a mole fall off my face. I have lost weight. My joints no longer hurt. My blood pressure's down. This is gone. I'm no longer taking this medication. Blah, 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 blah. We're health coaches, guys. We can coach you back to health. So pick up your phone, grab your SMS, your iMessage, or whatever you text with. You can even use WhatsApp if you want, 704-906-2094. Guys, it's that easy, 704-906-2094. Text the word replay with your name and email. You get the masterclass, you get the ebook, and you get my notes, which will give you the cliff notes on everything you need to do to heal by yourself. All free. So what is phase 2 then? It's how we take the intermediary toxin and we shuttle it to your urine, to your stool, or to your bile. Okay, urine obviously involves the kidneys, so out it comes into the toilet. The bile is a little more complicated. It involves the gallbladder. Dr. Ernst, oh my God, I don't have a gallbladder. What does that mean? It means it's going in your stool, because if there's no bile, there's no gallbladder, and there's got to go straight to the stool. You're going to be okay. It's okay. It's not a good idea that you don't have your gallbladder, though, because that means something was wrong in the first place and had to be taken out, usually gallstones or something. And guess what? That means you weren't detoxing properly, because if you were detoxing properly, you wouldn't have had your gallbladder taken out. So if your bile's getting all backed up, what that tells us is, whoops-a-daisy, phase 2 ain't working very well. That was my southern attempt to say southern words, right? So once this works, the toxins go out, and you either defecate them out and flush them down, urinate them out and flush them down, or they go in your bile, and that goes into your intestines, and your intestines will handle it from there. So how do we identify our toxicity then? Well, you have to get tested. And that's what's so great about the ebook. It shows you what tests to get. It also shows you access to the masterclass. You can watch me describe the tests. Here's a urine test that looks for toxicities. Here's a hair test that looks for heavy metals and pesticides and mineral imbalances. Here's a blood test where we can see if your liver is actually doing this. Are you phase 1, phase 2, conjugating, oxidating, reducing, hydrolyzing? I know what you're thinking though. Oh, it sounds like I have to go back to school for this. No, let my team of physicians, nurse assistants, and health coaches tell you what to do if you want. And it's free. All you got to do is attend the masterclass. So let's see if we, in the last 2 minutes, can kind of teach you how to do this. Number 1, ready? The cheapest test on the planet. Take 2 fingers like this, side by side. Tilt your head to the right or the left. Feel around for something pulsing. Oh, there it is. I feel it. So wait about 10 seconds. Okay, if you have at least 5 pulses in 10 seconds, you're toxic. If you're alive and you have a heartbeat, you're toxic. We know it because everything, air, water, food, clothing, all of it has chemical poisons inside of it unless you're a fanatic for cleaning things out. Now let's just come to the realization, I'm toxic. That's why I feel the way I feel, and that's why my health is as bad as it is. How do I detox? Step number 1. Text the word replay to 704-906-2094. I don't care if you live in Charlotte. I don't care if you're watching this on some sort of YouTube channel and you're in Bangladesh. I mean, listen, we have people like Turkey for some reason. Hey, guys, I don't know. Somehow I have this massive following in Turkey, and I love it. I've even had people ask for shirts to be sent to Turkey, etc. I would love it. It's just tough. It all gets confiscated on the borders. But if you speak English, you can read English, guess what? The book is yours, free. It's electronic. I can send it anywhere in the world. We might even be able to send it to the moon if you can get reception on the moon. Then you got to get tested. And there's hair and blood and urine to do that kind of stuff. Then you got to get it out. And that's what we just talked to you about today. The secret is this slide right here. Activate cytochrome P450. Turn on your conjugated pathways. Enhance the sulfonation, glucuronidation, glutathione conjugation, amino acid conjugation, acetylation, and methylation. If you're like, what the heck, Asian? I don't even know what he's talking about. Watch the master class. It's that easy, and it's that free. Okay, guys, I'm running out of time, so thanks for tuning in today. We're going to have some awesome fun as we shift into weight loss for the summer. Skin's coming out. Legs are showing. Bellies are bouncing. And we want to get them thinner. Thanks for texting in, whoever that was. 704-906-2094. It's the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. Use your name, your email, and the word detox. And we'll see you guys next week. Until then, be blessed.